Welcome. In this video, we're going to take a look at how you can get cloud visibility using AWS VPC Flow Logs. My name is Darren Delaney from NetFort. So before you start, you need three pieces of information from your Amazon account. So you need to know what region your estate is hosted in. So it's like format US East 1. You need an access key. It should be a 20 character text string. In my case, they're all capitals and numbers. Now this isn't actually my own text string, is just an example made up one, but it should look something like that. And you also have a secret key, again not mine, but this is the sort of format. I think it's about a 39 character string. Now in the video later on, you'll see the box where you need to type these in. Again, I don't show my own information, but you'll get to see where you type these in. So just have that information ready when you go to add your VPC sensor so that it's ready to go. So now let's take a look at what's required to set it up. So I've now logged on to my LANGuardian. Not capturing any data yet. We're going to go through the process of setting up AWS log capture in a few minutes. But actually, if this LANGuardian is not deployed on premise, it's actually deployed in the cloud as well. So everything, the application, and we're going to extract the AWS Flow Logs, it's all cloud based. So we go here first to sensors, where we're going to add a new AWS Flow Log sensor. Just click the option here to add a new one. From the drop down, select AWS VPC Flow Log. Now, as per the slide earlier, there is certain information you need here so that you can extract the flow log from your own AWS infrastructure. So I'm going to get this information in. Once you have that, you click on next. You just leave it on all. There's no need to change anything here. Well, certainly for myself, just leave it on all. And we give it a description. So we're going to monitor traffic, go to log source ports, and the private address ranges you use. If you're using the standard 10s or 192s, that's fine, leave it as that. Save. Okay, so we now got a sensor. So right now we're going to start to collect the AWS log information. You need to leave it a couple of minutes. Suggest maybe 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes for data to appear in the dashboards and the reports. Okay, so while you're waiting, maybe an opportunity as well to build an AWS dashboard. So if you have the option to add a new dashboard, you can modify an existing one, delete an existing one. So I have the option here to add a dashboard. And you give it a name here, so we'll call it AWS Estate. And we're going to add, let's see, we'll add 2 columns. Make them 600 wide. And we need to add some reports. So I'm going to go for most AWS reports here. We'll go through each one. And also we'll go for some of the country reports are quite useful as well. So we go countries by client location. So just rearrange some of these here. It doesn't matter, we'll go through each of them. Let's go move the session ones up here. Flow ones over here. And save that. So again, it'll take a couple of minutes for, let's go here to the AWS Estate Dashboard. It takes a couple of minutes for the reports to update. But while we're waiting for that, let's actually go and take a look at some of the AWS reports. So the first one, if you click on search, they're listed here at the top. So port services and protocols, it's a high level report. This shows us the types of services we've running here. So most of the traffic in the last few minutes is HTTP, web, HTTPS, and small amounts of others. I have the option to drill down. From here I go to the top clients. So in the last couple of minutes, 68 clients have connected to our AWS estate, or at least attempted to connect. You see how much data has been exchanged and what countries they're in. So Morocco, United States, France, and so on. That's the port 80 traffic. If we take a look at the sessions report, get a bit more detail in this one. Very useful if you're making changes and want to see if they're, let's say if you're making a change to some of the access policies, you can see if you're still getting connections. So in this case here, this client in Ireland connected to this host here, and we accepted that connection. Now if I go, I think, to the last page, here we have some examples of where somebody here tried to send an NTP query. Shouldn't allow inbound NTP, can be used for DDoS, and that was rejected. So we've lots of different ones which are rejected here. Somebody tried to telnet here from Russia. Somebody else tried to connect via SQL from Bangladesh. Others just random ports. Go back to previous page. So you can see all the different types of ports clients from all over the world are trying to use. Now this environment is quite restrictive. You can only connect in certain ports. So AWS Sessions, very good report from a security point of view to check and see what type of connections are you getting and whether they're blocked or not. I can tell here they were blocked as well because the client sent like a send packet, this tiny amount of data, and they were blocked and you get nothing received. If you can go for inter-subnet flows, again, it's somewhat similar, but it's focused very much on traffic. So we can see not only the accept and all that, but the amount of traffic received between them start and end. So it's actually a couple of more columns in there. So if I go back now to my dashboard, I've got the types of protocols I use, the top clients connecting to my AWS estate, the subnet flows here, mostly connections being accepted at the moment. Some of these reports you can drill down from one of the upper level reports, so it may not be best fit on a dashboard, but certainly a useful report to be able to go in and run. And you might choose filters, maybe focus on a particular host within your environment. I've got the top server, so this is the most active one here. There is an option, you can go in here and add names to these as well, because these are the local private addresses, and you have the option in customization to go in and add a name to those as well. So I've now got visibility inside my AWS environment. It's just running a few minutes. I'm starting to see quite a bit of data here. So that's how you can set up an AWS Flow Log sensor with LANGuardian.